Ladies and gentlemen, those between and those far out, longtime viewers and newcomers alike, welcome back to the Idaho Esports Twitch channel. My name is Kaz Phoenix, and welcome back to the Vandal pre-show here at the Vandal Esports Center. Today, I'm joined here by Trevor Humble, previously a Platinum Wrecking Ball player in Overwatch 2.
Thanks for that nod.
But more known as previously a financial aid counselor,
Mhm.
now a technical product owner.
Technical product owner, no IT. Yep.
Very,
Yeah.
very intimidating title.
Yeah. So I oversee my UI, and I'm gonna kind of take over the operate. I'm gonna take over kind of the institutionalization of AI, right? So if financial aid or HR or someone on campus needs an AI solution, I'll help take like those rough concepts and experiments and try to make them useful for them.
Well, that's super interesting. It's a very technologically focused, which I believe that a lot of your
Mhm.
position here at the university has been based around. But I don't want to steal all of your thunder, as I like to say. I will more formally hand the talking stick over to you. Allow you to more formally introduce yourself to our audience and talk about anything else that they might want to know about you.
Yeah, so I'm Trevor Humble. I grew up in Moscow, longtime resident here. Did everything I could to get out. Moved to China, Australia, Spain. I had jobs in all those places. Lima, I bartended in Lima even for a few little bit. Just traveled around, and I kind of always got pulled back here. I mean, the truth of it is, like when you grow up here, it's a boring little town, but eventually you start to realize that there's a lot of special things about it, and a lot of special people, and a lot of really talented, interesting people to be around. I was living and working in China during COVID. Ended up having to come back. Got a job in financial aid, and over kind of last 4 or 5 years, I've just kind of moved up and moved into the technical sphere. First through financial aid, working on their technical solutions, and then during that time, I've been working on kind of a second degree and then master's in virtual technology design,
Hmm.
animation, video game design, that sort of stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
that's super interesting. I like the special interest in more animation and game design and stuff like that. As you haven't actually had like a lot of work experience. You did take some internships I saw in
Mhm.
2022 on 3D texture related stuff, and I was curious just to start off our very long conversation that we're gonna have during the show about how originally you got into game design, and then what led you to actually getting those internships back in 2022.
I think actually just like coming back to Moscow and end up working in Moscow, my hometown, I was feeling like a little like, oh, this is so boring. I need something to spice it up. So I started taking these classes. Uh, and it was just kind of like all around 3D design, game design, animation, anything that kind of like virtual space. And I just really fell in love with it. Like it's just very fun. I loved what the artists were doing. I mean, some of the most talented artists in the world. Like I think like if you want to go find the masters today, people are like, oh, there's no more masters. There's no Rembrandts. You know,
Mhm.
like the people working at Pixar and Disney, like they understand reality and light and how it exists and why it exists. I mean, down to like how debris, kind of like is up against a building or something like that. They just have such like a comprehensive understanding of just like the world we live in, uh, that I just got instantly pulled in. So I started just bugging people, asking if I could intern. The one I did for texturing, it was for one of Mojang's partners.
4KS, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
4KS Studios, yeah.
They used to. I don't know if it's 4KS or 4J, but I believe they
Mhm.
work on some of the console ports that weren't directly related to Mojang. That would have been like the
Yeah.
360 port. Maybe if I'm remembering that correctly. Um, I think they also worked on the PS3 port, just the game consoles that didn't have like the active internet connection before Minecraft, or Minecraft was basically bought out by Microsoft and became this whole new thing, I guess.
Yeah. And like largely, now they sell things in the store. At least that's what they were doing when I was there,
Mhm.
as official partners, which is a very, closed garden. No one can just sell things, and in the Minecraft store to get into that space is almost impossible. But he was just getting into it and getting big at the right time. That when they were opening and closing that garden,
Mm.
he just got into it, and I did it for I think like 3 months, and I learned a ton. Uh, and honestly, like texturing Minecraft textures for skins, you're thinking in a constraint that's so tight, you have to every pixel counts,
Mm.
right? So like the art at that level, you're being so deliberate. You're thinking about how color influences light and your perception of light, and just every single pixel, you're just like taking a thought. And as far as like, I have taken so many lessons from that time there. Uh, it has had a huge influence on how I think about light and how I think about kind of the conservation of pixels and stylization, and just overall really good experience. And several U of I students have worked there.
Really?
Yeah, Peyton Finney, who now works for Meat Canyon, the YouTube channel, he worked for them for a number of years. So yeah,
Oh, well, alumni shout outs. That's
yeah.
super awesome. You are alumni yourself, Trevor, having
Mhm.
obviously grown up here and um, did your original undergrad, came back, started your master's, um, which I believe was something related to business that is not on my brain right now.
Chinese modern language business.
Modern language
Yeah.
business with your concentration in Chinese because
Yes.
you needed to take a language as part of your degree. Why Chinese?
I mean, at that point, I was already pretty well traveled and just knew that I loved to travel. And I'm starting college. I came back to Moscow after my dad died. I was like settling his estate, and it took a number of years. It was a complicated process, and so like, well, I should go back to school.
Mm.
Like 25 at the time. But what I really wanted to be doing was what I was doing before, which was just like traveling around, getting jobs in weird places, doing construction in Australia.
Mm.
And I was studying abroad, or I wanted to study abroad. And at the time, like the U.S. government was giving you money to study in China, the Chinese government was giving you money to study in China. So I studied abroad twice, totally free both times. In fact, the second time I made a bunch of money because I
Oh.
was getting so much money to go. Like I went over there and just traveled a bunch. It was like really incredible experience in China. Really challenged me as someone who was like younger and traveling and enjoyed travel and was having a good time and partying and doing all of that. Like China came and it was like, no, this isn't going to be easy. Like everything
Mm.
before that traveling had been easy, and it was just like nothing was set up for foreigners in China. Everything, like from ordering food, finding a bathroom, like everything was a challenge, and it just really challenged me to learn the language and learn about the culture. And the reality of it is, China, like our own country, is, and even more so, right, is such a big idea and a big place and has such a big history that you really can't really fully grasp it. But
Mm.
still, just like getting those little bits and pieces and understanding it a tiny bit better here and there was a really rewarding experience.
Well, it definitely seems like that. I am also like taking Japanese right now,
Very
and
cool.
I have aspirations to study abroad. I don't know if I'm ever going to follow up on those, but I'd like to go back to Japan at some point. It's a very beautiful place, and I definitely feel like traveling internationally is super important to kind of enriching your human experience and just seeing the world from different perspectives that you wouldn't have otherwise. I'm sure you know a little bit about that, having being well
Mhm.
traveled internationally yourself. But now you're back in the U.S.
Yeah.
You're back in Moscow, where it all began for Mr. Humble here. What do you think fully kind of like confirmed your decisions? Like, I want to be back here. I want to stay here, uh, and kind of just continue working on things that make me happy.
I mean, a number of things. I mean, first of all, there's just a lot of people I love and care about here, right? So that's easy. My career kind of took off here. I've had just Moscow's just a very friendly place, and I've just had like a lot of really good people advocate for me and advocate for my career. So uh, there just was like more and more reasons to stay career wise. And University of Idaho is like a really easy place to have a career if you feel really good about what you're doing, right? Helping students. There's uh, just yeah, kind of supporting that mission. And then yeah, getting involved with master's degree, and I always wanted to be an artist growing up, so like just getting to use my education benefit to study for free and study art. There was none of that pressure like I need to study Chinese and business because that's like what everyone's telling me that you have to learn Chinese and you have to be a business person, right? I'm just like more feeding my soul. Like, what do I really want to learn about? What do I really care about?
Well, that's truly beautiful. You gave a great answer. We're almost about done with the segment, and this is really short amount of time for me to bring this up, but I'm going to anyway. Trevor, you are not a stranger to the esports program.
Oh.
You were involved with it for a brief amount of time. You were the Overwatch coach for like a very previous iteration of the team, as well as the biking coach for the first physical years. Biking competition with this online biking game that we had between Boise and the University of Idaho. And you were talking to me a little bit before the show about just like how different everything looks since the last time that you were here. Any I guess elaborations on that, and I guess maybe why you would encourage students to come out and see the space.
This was always like there was always like a really wonderful vision behind it, and I could clearly see the vision you guys had. But just like not being here in 6 or 7 or 8 months and then coming here, I wasn't prepared for the speed at which that vision was executed. I mean, always really cool space, always a ton of computers, always a ton of students coming around, a lot of excitement, just cool championships, watching that stuff happen down here. But coming down here, I'm like, oh, this is an actual like esports arena with like I feel like I'm on a morning show right here. Like this is awesome. So it's just transformed into something so polished, and it's so much fun to see that, and it's such a fun space too. Yeah, it really is really cool seeing you guys just kind of like explode overnight.
Well, it definitely feels like that. You know, Wayne is a very ambitious man, and his ambition has taken this program very far, which has been beneficial for all of us. You know, but Trevor, thank you for joining me on the show today. It was a pleasure to have you. Always a pleasure to talk to you. I say hi to you literally every time I see you on campus. As a thank you for joining me on the show, I would like to offer you this jersey for the 2025-2026 year. Officially admit you as an honorary member of the esports program, even though you kind of were like one of the first, right? It was always a pleasure to talk. I'm glad that you got to see the space again, be on the show. But from the Vandal pre-show, that is going to be it from us for tonight. I'm going to be moving it over to our caster room, who is going to get you started on the action for tonight. Our Marvel Rivals varsity team is going to be playing Wilson College. Sure to be a fun time, and I'd hate for you to miss it, and I hope you guys don't miss us too much. This is Cass Phoenix and Trevor Humble from the Vandal Analyst Corner signing out, wishing you a good night, and enjoy the game. Ease up, everybody.
Well, week 6 treks along. And
You're good.
We're good? Oh, we're good. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I just broadcast things. Week 6 treks along. The 0-5 Vandals team looks to take on the 5-0 Wilson College. So that's the situation we're looking at. Pull off the great upset. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There's some stuff going on
There's
in
some
our ears.
stuff going
we got
on
a
in the
little
background.
distracted.
Forget about that.
But
I'm undrafted.
I'm Bradical.
And we're going in. But we'll want to talk about some news on the actual Marvel Rivals front. We don't really talk metas, but we will. Season 5 is releasing shortly. It's releasing on the 14th, which, let me do the math, is in 2 days. So, that's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it's Friday. Releases on Friday, which is great. Means I'm going to get to play it a little bit. Yeah, so they're adding a ton of different stuff. Of course, it looks like, unfortunately, we only got 2 weeks left of the regular season, and unless some crazy seeding stuff happens and we win out, we probably won't be seeing playoffs. So it doesn't look like we'll get to see any of the new heroes or any of the. I guess we'll see.
At
the
least
new
not
changes.
until like next semester.
Next semester. Yeah. But it looks like Gambit is the new hero being added. If any of you Marvel fans are a fan of that,
I'm a fan. I love Gambit.
Yeah, I don't know who he is because I'm not really a Marvel guy, but
It's
sure he's
unbelievable.
cool. I know
This
who-
guy didn't know who Daredevil was
I know
either.
I know who Iron Man is. Like,
Bro,
you know?
bro doesn't recognize speak.
I
It's
know who
alright.
Iron Man is. I know
It's
who
alright.
Spider-Man is. You know.
No, it's fine, dude.
I even kind of know who I knew who Captain America was. I watched that movie, man. It sucked, but I watched it.
Captain
know?
America?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I watched
which movie did you say?
all of them. Well, I've watched Iron Man up to Black Panther. That's the Marvel. I went on a
Okay,
binge a while
okay.
ago. But yeah, just to
Okay.
get some lore behind Marvel
Respectable.
Rivals, because I got into Marvel from Marvel Rivals. I understand. Like, I'm not an Overwatch guy either, so I just got into hero shooters through Marvel Rivals, which is fun. I'm learning that other shooters don't exactly have supportals like Marvel Rivals does. I'll let you debate on whether that's a positive or a negative. But well, this team is trekking along.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
I think
Trekking along is
this
a
team is-
good.
this team has certainly shown up, giving their best every time. This is just a team that likes to go out there and just have some fun. I don't know. What else does your high school coach say to you when you're 0-8?
Oh my gosh.
Just
That's.
just gonna,
I mean,
We're
there's
just gonna see-
definitely highlights, and it is like
there
their
are
first
definitely
semester
highlights
here.
Yeah. This is the first
Um,
semester, brand new team, and they're getting better. They are getting much better. We'll see something. I believe this final matchup, West Virginia, Wesleyan, I think is how you pronounce that, is what's going to be the matchup. That's going to be a dub. If
That'll
anything
be
can
next
happen,
week.
that is a winnable game. This one is going to be a test, I guess. Again, just go out there. We talked about it last time. Just go out there, put on your best performance, do the little things at one time. Ult usage, do that. Don't pop your support ult when it's a 1v6. Don't do all that stuff. Don't buck you into a wall, all that stuff. But we're just we're just sad. What do you think? I don't know. How do I ask this? What do you think the comp should be? Do we try just 2-2-2? Do we try 3 healers? I'll tell you, when I'm getting back into the game, and I gotta say, I think 3 healers is like the meta comp. Do you think we should try that, or do we think we should just go in?
I mean, we've tried.
We tried it, right?
Yeah, but we've also tried 2-2-2. Nothing's really shining for us. I mean, it's always good to give triple sport an attempt. I definitely feel like it is one of the strongest comps currently, and has been for quite a long time. But it all depends on the team and the players. For sure, if you have more strategists, which we do, triple support usually does work. But when you're kind of weaker on that damage department, that's when triple support doesn't work as well.
No.
Because you still need to get a lot of damage, and honestly, you got to try and make up for some of that damage that would have been if you didn't have 3 healers. So I would like to see them try it to see if it works out, but if not,
Now,
yeah, just test different comps.
I'm seeing mysticism there on the far left, trying out Loki. Maybe we could see Loki. I hope we don't, because Loki got just completely nerfed into the ground, as I'm being told. And as I figured out, just going back and playing, I'm being out-healed by Mantis here, which is just great. I don't know. Have you played Loki at all since the nerfs of season 1?
Not really. I didn't play him too much before.
He was fun when he had the moment. We're taking damage in the practice range.
Yeah, I
Is that a
think
new
there's
thing?
some shooty bots, isn't there? I'm
Oh,
pretty
is
sure.
Maybe.
I would hope so.
Oh, there's, an
Otherwise,
enemy.
they're taking poison damage.
No, there's
Maybe they
is this a
joined
new
each
thing? I don't
other's
know. Can
range.
you do that as an enemy though?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I'll be
I don't know.
honest.
I haven't. Probably should spend more time in the practice range.
Hey, but there will be a new game mode for that coming in the new update.
Well, there's a ton of game modes. Yeah, so we already know of that PvE mode released. Shout out to Overwatch 2 still not having a PvE mode despite promising it for launch. Decided to
It
throw
looks
out.
so fun. I'm
The
actually
PvE mode,
really
it was
excited.
out. It was out season
Yeah.
4.5, the zombies mode, what they're calling it. Overwatch 2 fails. But of course we're getting, what is it? It's going to be like a 16v16 mode. It's going to be absolutely
Oh my
fire.
God,
Yeah,
that
something
sounds
like that.
laggy.
Yeah. It's like yeah. What it was that Civil War mode is what people are calling it. I don't know what it's officially going to be called, but it's
Civil War is fire.
Civil War
as
mode,
a
yeah.
man.
So
I like that a lot.
I can't wait to just throw around on whatever that happens. It's going to be so fun. And of course, with the update, a social hub being added to Marvel Rivals to show off some of the unique skins of the game, and just whatever. They're adding a ton of new emotes, and they're adding new emojis too. Have you seen
Yes, emojis.
Yeah, have you seen like the Jeff take a seat emote that you're supposed to get for free?
No, I
And
haven't.
There's a few others.
Oh my gosh.
Every single hero in the game gets just like a standard wooden chair, except for like I think Thor and Emma get like full on thrones. So I guess,
okay.
Yeah, I wonder who's
Wow.
I
They
wonder.
just get the aura thrones?
Yeah, they just get the aura thrown.
No, that's,
Meanwhile,
that's
Meanwhile,
poor
Magneto.
Jeff, bro.
Uh-huh.
Give Jeff a throne.
Yeah, meanwhile, Magneto's just sitting on a wooden stool that looks like it'll go out from under him at any moment. It's a great emote. Honestly, it's going to be dope. I can't wait for it. This season is looking like it's going to be nothing full of peak in the actual meta. I don't know. I think 3 heroes will still be the comp, though, honestly, because they've only buffed supports. They've buffed everyone, which just hot take, I kind of like when they buff everyone as opposed to nerf everyone, right?
It makes playing every different character even more fun.
Exactly. I would rather hear that my main got stronger than my enemies got weaker. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe a disagreeing factor, but
Okay, yeah. No, I see that. Yeah. I had to process it, but yeah, I agree.
You know, I get like, Hella's good and Bucky still needs to be nerfed. But honestly, I don't know. Luna didn't receive anything, so my Luna main. But that means I guess I have no excuse to not try Invisible Woman out now. She is getting a huge buff. Could be the new Luna.
What is the buff exactly?
I'm not entirely sure. She's getting better survivability. I believe she can't be CC'd as easily. Like Magneto can't really CC her out of her ult, something like that. I think her ult's getting a big buff, even though it totally didn't have to. Not that I'm complaining,
Yeah.
the all supports. But of course, our support players are getting it. Gambit, as we mentioned, is going to be a strategist, which I'm so hyped for. I'm not sure if that matches up to his lore. Probably doesn't, but I'm hyped to play him. I'll pick him up in quick play after the week hyped as down, where everyone suddenly wants to be a strategist main. When they added Sue, Invisible Woman, that was a fun time, wasn't it?
Yeah, super fun time. Invisible Woman was so good when she first got released, and she still has been really good. But this buff is actually kind of crazy. Might be best support in the game now.
Oh my phone! Let's see if I can.
We'll have to see on that. But it is crazy to think that this game is about to reach its 1-year anniversary.
Yes, it's just about.
Last year, I was sitting in my dorm room on opening night of Marvel Rivals. I'm like, hey, I'll check out Marvel Rivals. I like Marvel. I like video games. Why not? And yeah, it was such a fun experience. Me and my roommate played it for like 8 hours.
Dude, I remember those days back in my dorm in the old prison dorm. If any of you live on campus, you know which one I'm talking about. But yeah. Okay, here's the exact words from the actual patch notes. Invisible Woman, increased orb protection, hit damage from 25 to 30. The maximum range will go to from 30 meters to 35 meters, and the speed is increased from 120 milliliters per second, or MS to 150, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
150 per second. Increased force physics length from 30 meters to 35 meters, so her cooldown that can push and pull, right? It gets even longer. And then, okay, so I think this is the big one. If no Guardian shield is present, pressing the recall key now deploys a shield in front of Invisible Woman. That's a pretty big one.
Oh, she gets like a shield?
She can get a shield now, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Also a few new different buffs. My man Adam Warlock got buff. I'm having so much fun with him.
He is pretty fun.
And they have buffed him from when I was kind of playing a lot in season 1. So they lowered his ultimate ability, the charge, even lower than it was initially. I remember when he first came out and you got like maybe one a match. I feel like I went through matches where I didn't get a single ult with him. Yeah, now it's just 4,500 energy, and they have increased the radius of it from 30 meters to 35 meters. So you'll see him a lot more. He is getting pretty good, as he should be, honestly.
He has so much damage output.
He has so much damage output, especially for a strategist.
I feel like if you hold like the fire button and then just launch that burst shot, you can. If you hit like headshots with that, you can one shot like any squishy.
You can, for the most part.
It's actually crazy. Good
combo would be to charge up the full right click, unleash it, and then one headshot will eliminate any squishy. It's a heck of a combo. I've won so many 1v1s against DPSs.
I know.
Doing
it's
that,
so
right?
satisfying.
It's so good too. Like to know you have a damage output, like a better one over a DPS. It's so fun, especially. especially all things considered. But yeah, obviously there's a ton of DPS buffs as well, like usual. And of course, the new Battle Pass also has a lot of DPS skins. Obviously, there's most of the skins are DPS.
Wait, what's like the most fire one you saw?
Fire one you saw? I don't know. They're all pretty good.
I think this is
not
more
bad.
like what's the theme of this season? It looked like Candyland almost. or
Something like that. Yeah, it's like Gambit and Rogue like.
Oh,
Like
the
love
anniversary.
thing. Yeah, the anniversary thing. Yeah, because
okay.
it's the 1 year anniversary for Marvel Rivals.
The
so.
Venom skin stood out to
The
me
Venom
when I
skin
just
does
like
look fire,
glanced
yeah.
over the battle pass.
Yep. Honestly, a lot of people are saying that the blue Venom or the blue thing skin is kind of lazy, and I agree. But honestly, I think it looks cool anyway. All right, we're right into the pre-select phrases here. We'll get it started. Once again, as a reminder, this is the 5-0 Wilson College going up against the Idaho Vandals. I'll say on the record. We'll see if Emma is banned immediately here.
All right,
Would be the guess.
Penny Parker ban.
Penny
Idaho
banned. Yep,
has
there
always
goes Emma.
all these weeks has had these like random first bans is what it feels like, but I think they're like researching the opponents
Neo's safe.
to-
Interesting.
to like make sure they don't play their one tricks or
That's
whatnot.
probably right. They're probably identifying some kind of one trick,
And Wilson bans that Emma Frost first. Poor Big G never gets to play Emma Frost.
I know.
ever.
I mean, take it as a compliment, but I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. Let the man play is Emma Frost, bro.
Okay. Just going through the players here.
Luna Snow getting banned on the side of Idaho.
No.
Usually they play some Luna Snow, so I'm pretty.
Yeah, it's interesting. They'll probably stick with. We'll see on the support side. Just Jeff. Not receiving any buffs this time around, but has gotten buffed a pretty decent amount since Season 1.
Okay, Ultron getting banned. So far, 2 supports are off the list right now. And then Rocket being kept. Rocket has caused a decent amount of problems for Idaho. Just that reviving totem, or whatever you like to call it.
Yeah, the res pad or whatever.
That thing is causing a lot of problems for Idaho. They really can't seem to get in the back lines to try and destroy it, or to even get the Rocket a lot of times. Just his survivability, it's really hard to get him.
Okay.
But
I think that's kind of been a huge issue. Is just kind of static gameplay, not really going out and attacking the back line, and not kind of just staying, waiting for the tanks, soak up all the damage. I mean, yeah, pocketing is fun, but for the tanks especially. But I mean, at some point you got to start making some plays, going around, maybe flanking around. Positioning is key, and you can have decent positioning just doing that 2-2-2 strategist in the back type thing. But when you make plays like that, that's what's going to make your gameplay so much more dynamic. We have a Wanda band ended. Okay, that's interesting.
yeah, Idaho did play a lot of Wanda and Doctor Strange last week, so
This is
maybe
true.
Wilson was seeing that. And then also to your positioning point, I 100% agree. But last week we saw Toxic Ray Vix as that Angela, and he was kind of filling in a
This
role
is
that
true.
like the Vandals didn't really have, like that diving tank, the one that puts on a lot of pressure in the backlines. I really like that pick, and I'm glad they're sticking with it this week since it worked out so well last week.
So I'm just looking these up. We got 2 golds on this team, which is interesting. A Grandmaster
Wilson's
and then,
team.
on Wilson's team, yeah, and then a diamond on the other side. Here, let me.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Okay, looking at the comps,
See
Idaho
an Angela out of
is
Toxic Ray Vic.
doing 2, 2, and 2. The duelists are going to be Namor and Hella. We've been relying on those 2 duelists a decent amount throughout the ECAC League, especially in these past weeks. These 2 do seem to be some of our strongest duelists. But looking at the comp for Wilson, they have triple support going on with 2 Vanguards, Groot and Magneto. That's a nice team comp if I've ever seen one right there.
That's a stay alive comp no matter what. Just gonna maybe not completely pocket Groot, going to keep Groot alive on that triple support. Hell is going to just sit in the back and just grind. This could be trouble. If you don't want to have a full dive, this is a pretty good situation to get into.
Oh wow, Mysticism already getting an early pick.
Good start, yeah, little
But
pick off for
is
Idaho.
going to get revived using that rocket revive pad like we were discussing before. And Wilson has already captured this point. Vandals didn't really contest it at all, and Wilson took advantage and captured it. And now they're just going for a team fight. Gator Gaming getting one on Mysticism. That is a damage dealer down. Not a lot of heals coming in. The PC Bats right there is going to get him down as well. A lot of Vandals going right on down after that first blood that they got.
Yep, decent first blood, but a great recovering effort by Wilson, and they'll take point. And we see Groot setting up there on the cam. Hella's in trouble. Kindlewitz on the Wilson side. Oh my god.
Angela getting right on in there. Might have pushed a bit forward, but has wings to get right on out if need be. Kindlewitz trying to land some good shots here, but Idaho has gotten stuck in this chokehold position many times before.
Good dive, couldn't hit it though.
Kindlewitz finding one on Big G. All right, there is a Hella down for Idaho.
Firing
And that's a
straight in the crowd
crucial
right now.
first pick right here. Ults are just now getting on the line. Kindlewitz using that ult right away, but Invisible
Good one.
Woman
Oh, yeah,
ult to counter it.
Cancels out the Hella ult, and Hella goes down. That was a decent ult, but it's not going to be. They need to attack at some point.
Oh, Mysticism getting one
Oh, this
with
Groot's going crazy.
their ult as well.
Groot's
who
going crazy.
Even
Finally
is
went
that?
down, but stayed alive for a while.
Okay, Mag using the ults doesn't find any value here. And Idaho making a good push on the point, but Wilson has already secured almost 100% of the point. Here
Something
is
so
a
close.
support ult and is the
Come on, Angela. Oh my
overtime
goodness, Angela.
bar.
By a rocket.
Where is the
Barely
heals?
gets out of that.
all the
Healers
heals
were
are
occupied.
down.
Yep. Healers
Yeah.
were occupied. That's the first map for Wilson.
Yeah, a pretty flawless 100% O right there. Idaho did get a couple picks right there. Just couldn't follow through with taking out the rest of the team. That rocket revive saved the cloak twice
Yep,
there.
once again.
Which it was a good pick from Idaho, but that revive just means there's that third healer still on the battlefield, making it pretty hard.
It's interesting how Rocket's gone from like season 0, season 1 to just terrible to now. Like every chat, every buff you see, it's like, oh my gosh, nerf Rocket's ult, which is crazy. I would have never seen that.
I know,
from
because
season 1.
everyone was making fun of that, all they had to do was just make it heal.
Just make it
That's
heal too.
literally.
Yeah, he also gets it way too quickly, which I actually agree with that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does
yep.
farm it pretty darn fast.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure interesting what the move is. I think Phoenix just needs to be a bit more consistent there. Had some decent ideas on the dives, just weren't able to get anything off there.
All you need to do is
And
capture
the picks are all right.
Got it?
All right, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Go inside.
Idaho does have 2 ults. Both teams have 2 ults here.
Three
Make
ults
it
on
3
Idaho,
for
yep.
Idaho now. Support, Vanguard, and Duelist all around.
Oh, Groot
was that
immediately
Groot
ulted.
ult?
Yep,
Yes.
you saw that. Interesting, though.
It is going to get out healed or not. Kindlewitz
Nope.
does find PC Bats off
First
of it,
takedown.
who was a ult holder. Some good heals in the back line, but
Oh,
that's
boy.
going to distract him from getting Toxic Ray Vix. Somehow he's alive. I guess they weren't quite connecting the shots right there.
Got to a med kit, too. That always helps.
Yeah, and Wilson has already captured on a point in holding this very aggro tunnel hold right here. This tunnel hold is definitely a hard one
It's
to
not a
get
terrible
out
place
of.
to pop ult if you're PC bad here. Maybe he'll wait.
Yeah, should definitely try and target at least 1 or 2 of the
Oh.
supports with that ult.
Okay, so support. Okay, all right. This is kind of out there. It's working, though. So you saw.
Yes, it is
It is,
for
yeah.
Idaho. Oh my gosh,
Guess
they
that was
keep
called.
getting all the kills right there. And only 2 of Wilson left, but they're just going to
They'll just
back
retreat,
right
yeah.
on up and regroup with the team.
So that was interesting. I kind of thought it was like almost a panic ult. We saw Cloak and Dagger going, but no, that was the plan there, and they got point from it.
I think it was a Cloak and Dagger ult to progress 2 point.
Yeah,
just
to
to
progress
make
on
it
point.
2 point.
That was my point. It worked
Yeah.
though. Because I thought seeing Strange way out there fighting on his own. I
Wait,
thought
did
maybe
Big G fall off the map? Is that what that symbol was? I'm pretty sure.
maybe. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it might have gotten pushed off by Magneto.
Yeah,
I wasn't
could've
seeing it.
been Toxic Ray Vix just trying to deal some damage. We haven't seen too much magic for our Vandals
Oh, that
team.
might have been too early. Let's see. Oh, got one out. Okay, I like the combo. The Eye of Agamotto in the Ray, not going to do much to it yet. Just going to be able to clean up. I mean, a good little recovery there by Kindlewitz.
Man, he is
Going
having some
off on-
crazy
oh my
aim
goodness.
right now.
Yeah.
He is kind of popping off as this Hawkeye. Definitely want to try and get that Hawkeye down if you can with that magic that you have or that Hella. You have 3 damage dealers, 1 Vanguard. That's pretty strange comp from Idaho. I don't see it too much, but I mean, I guess it worked for securing that 1 point.
Kindlewitz, the only Grandmaster on this Wilson team, so definitely not too unbad for a comp reason. Has almost a 40% MVP rate. That's crazy. He plays a little too much quick match.
40%
MVP
is
rate.
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But here's the last stand for
Oh,
Idaho
boy.
on this map.
That's C&D ults right there. Maybe don't go straight into it. Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's just
Trying to try and... Yeah,
trying to stall for time, doing a
Yep.
pretty good job, but that overtime bar is
Just
going to
stall
go
one out. Yep.
right on down, and Wilson secures map number 1 in this best of 5 series.
I guess the plan was probably to try and push someone away from that, or to push someone away from the C&D ult, but it didn't quite work out that time. Wilson's going to take this first map. No trouble at all, really. One team fight from Idaho, but other than that, it was all Wilson throughout this one. Kindlewitz, no surprise there. We saw the... Ooh, that's a pretty cool MVP animation.
Yeah, holy aura.
Gambit
Holy
reference?
aura overload.
Oh, yeah. Gambit reference? Oh, my gosh. Only 2 deaths in that one. So good start. We'll see that. The 3K...
14 final hits as that Hawkeye, just causing a lot of havoc for Idaho. 10k damage, yeah. Kindlewitz definitely shows why he's the Grandmaster in the lobby, popping off.
That's a carry effort right there. Yeah, we saw... Yeah, just not too much shielding. Rocket sitting there with 7k on the other side for Idaho. Not bad at all, but a little bit more damage output, which Rocket is capable of doing, just maybe not up to the level of, say, an Adam Warlock like we were talking about earlier. But definitely capable. Yeah, I think just kind of just a reset button there is gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's gotta not feel that great going into map 2 after that map number 1, but you really can't let that stop you. And a lot can change in one map, but I mean, Vandals got to figure out how to counter that Hawkeye. I forgot what their username was, but that Hawkeye definitely is the biggest threat for Idaho. So I think if they try and counteract him, that would be a good game plan, or even try and ban that Hawkeye. But I
don't think that's going to do much.
He
Yeah,
has a secondary for sure.
Definitely has a secondary, and honestly, I mean, well, yeah, you ban Hawkeye just you don't have a sniper in the map, but I don't know. I feel like you might even be sitting on Hawkeye for fun of it, right? Because I mean, Hawkeye doesn't get that much value compared to like the huge metas. Obviously, having a sniper is nice if you guys, if the other team is stationary, which Idaho kind of is, but so it's working all right. It's definitely working. Interestingly, he plays Vanguard more often than he plays the other 2 roles. It's pretty much an even split, though. You'll love to see that from a Grandmaster.
You'll love to see that.
Kindlewitz.
Brawler, who used to be on their Marvel Rivals team last year, and then he's on the Overwatch team. I recently found out a fun fact that he plays like tank or Vanguard every time he like plays on one of our teams. But he's not like a tank or Vanguard main normally.
Yeah, I've gathered that.
But like he like always plays it for our teams, which is pretty funny.
So where is Brawler? Usually sits it might be out of view, but usually sits on that row kind of. I'm not sure if he's like officially the coach, but he kind of
is he the coach.
Yeah. Kind of sits around as an advisor nonetheless. Might not be here for this one.
Yeah, might
That's all right.
be gone today. but I was talking to Toxic Ray Vix, and he was saying how good of a coach Brawler was to the team. Has a lot of knowledge.
Absolutely.
Teaching a lot of these players who are new to like a competitive scene how to play on this competitive level. So good job to Brawler.
And a hero shooter especially has a lot of experience with Overwatch. He's been playing for years, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro's got
guess, at
that
least.
unk knowledge.
Just got that unk knowledge. Yep. He was playing back when Overwatch was good. So you know that he's been playing it for a while, right?
He was playing Overwatch before the 2 came along.
Yeah. Before the 2 came along and ruined everything. Still no PvE mode, by the way.
Hey, give him 10 years.
Just
Give him
throw it
10
out.
years
I'll just
until
give
like
him 15.
another hero
Blizzard's
shooter.
just a small, low-time indie company.
Yeah,
Gotta support
you
those
gotta
small
factor that
developers.
into account.
I mean, they are a completely different development team from the Blizzard of old and the good ones. But regardless, I have an idea as to why Luna was banned. Considering Roses is a Lord Luna, would be my guess. Let's see.
Yeah, could just play a lot of Luna, and I mean, usually a support main has like 2 or 3 supports they're good at.
Yeah, 54% Luna. That
Oh,
might
yeah.
have just been we look at Tracker GG and see 50% picked Luna. Oh hey. Oh, that wasn't.
Oh,
the Hell's Name.
hey.
I thought we'd be able to look up the map on that. That wasn't this map though. It's not custom maps. That sucks.
Okay, another Penny Parker ban right away from Idaho, and we do see Ronan selecting that Penny Parker, so
Good idea. on
I guess
convergence.
it's something off of tracker.gg, or like maybe Idaho was scouting out some
Scouting
live
out.
streams, some film breakdown.
Maybe just doesn't want to deal with the nest. Which, by the way, that nest is receiving a buff if you aren't aware. Now,
Oh, boy.
now allies inside of the nest receives the same effects that Penny does. So they get. I'm not sure if they get the armor increase, but they definitely get the movement increase. I think they do get an armor increase as well.
Wow.
Yep. So
That's a pretty good buff right
well,
there.
it's a risk reward thing, right?
Yeah.
Because if you can do that, right? I really like that change because you can do that, right? But you risk, maybe Iron Man can just ult and get a 6K, right? If they all decide to play on the web, we'll have to see if at all that affects the competitive scene. It'll affect the casual scene a lot. I will say.
These are like the same exact bans and keeps as the last map previously. We'll see if Idaho changes anything up on these last 2 picks.
It's kind of an interesting thing. I like the Penny is kind of becoming like a support tank, which I always thought was kind of missing from Rivals.
Yeah,
whole
there
thing.
isn't a lot of like support tanks.
There isn't really at
kinda.
all. Yeah.
It's a lot of like selfish tank gameplay.
Yep.
Huh.
Which I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's perfectly acceptable, but it's interesting. It's good to have a role like that for Penny. Not that we'll see it this game, I suppose. Not that it hasn't been implemented anyway, but we won't be seeing it.
Yeah, there's that Hawkeye ban, so we'll have to see where Kindlewitz migrates to off that Hawkeye. Could be just a Hella, honestly, if that's the type of character he likes, is that sniper. And the Namor ban is going to go down.
Picking against Ronan, that Penny Parker. Diamond 1, 70% win rate with Penny Parker. So that's a good idea. Also a
71% win rate.
And
pretty nice.
Yeah, almost a 7 positive KD for Penny as well. So that might be a good idea. But Ronan was doing Groot just fine that last game. Definitely, picks Vanguard the vast majority of the time, which is, you love to see that. If you're a teammate of Ronan, if you're an enemy. No. Like an actual true tank man. You don't see that all that often.
Oh boy, Kindlewitz on Human Torch. And
Torch.
this could be a little reminder from, it was probably like week 1 or week 2 when we went up against that Human Torch and he torched us.
Definitely want a flyer this round.
Well, they got the full
And they got
Fantastic
Fluffy.
Four in.
Oh, do they? Oh, they do. Look at that.
Let's go.
Oh, this is W comp. Look at that.
I like it.
Invisible. Oh yeah, they got the full in. That's crazy. Oh, and Star-Lord,
The battle starts in
Oh yeah, Star-Lord from the hit team Fantastic Four.
Yep. I think they're kind of messing around with that comp. We'll see though. It's actually a pretty good comp, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty good for a 1-tank setup. Because Reed. Oh my goodness. Oh. Reed can kind of tank as well.
Yeah, and they do have the Fantastic Four team up, giving
is
them
true.
some shields and whatnot.
That's true. We'll see. Oh, goodness. Star-Lord's already pushing in.
And he might just go
just
down.
Yeah, might go down for it, though. No.
Push aggro with Toxic Ray here, and
Not
they're both
working.
going
Oh
to go
my
down.
goodness.
That two-man didn't quite end up
Great
with a
cap.
happy
Why haven't they
finish.
started?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
I love that
Okay.
new team-up ability where you can just drop the thing. It's awesome.
2v1 on PC Vats. Managed to stay alive for now. Yeah, boy. Okay, they're fighting all in this alley here. This is interesting.
Yeah,
You don't see this too often.
Yeah, usually you see in the main like roadway area over here, but
I like the idea from Idaho though. As biggest problem with this map is that you just continually go up the middle, and you know, all of the assets and everything, and all the util is set up there. I like that they're going from the side a little. It hasn't worked out
yeah,
so far.
we'll probably see them all go up the staircase to the left here. Yes, we do. And Gator Gaming gets really aggro right here,
Yeah, didn't pay
and that
off.
might open up
Take advantage of that though. Get going.
Idaho. Try and take this point here.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
man,
Oh,
Star
man.
Wars just getting annihilated in that health department.
Alive,
Somehow he's
though. Gonna have to
alive.
get pocketed. No, that wasn't it.
Oh, that thing ult.
To
Doesn't
try and get on
a
point.
ton
Yeah.
of value.
No, trying to go around because Wilson's kind of caught. Just kind of a hang back hold, I guess. Kind of distract him. Good move.
I'm not like the biggest fan of Thing on defense on this map just because it's like pretty hard to get in range.
This is true.
But if you got good healers and you're playing it smart, I can see how it can work.
Also, to be fair, the ultimate defender Penny has been banned, so you'll see some interesting ones.
True.
I mean,
Fluffy
it's
Dino
working.
not really finding any value with the Star-Lord as of yet. He's been trying to, or they've been trying to get in the backline some, but have just been getting picked off. It's a bit too squishy here. Good job from Wilson on targeting the divers to protect those
I don't
supports.
think this window is working. But, oh man, for a moment there, I mean, you had that Sue went invisible there, but I mean, before Sue was invisible, she was wide open. Get some targeting there.
Oh, here's the Thing nuke. It doesn't do that much damage. It seems like I'm a Thing man, but I've been playing Rivals recently, but I gotta get back into it. I gotta experiment more with this team up. I love it.
It's a good move.
There is less than a minute on a round, and
Alright,
PC
just
Bats
get
gets a
in there,
massive ult here. Fluffy
Gets
Dino getting
counter-ulted,
some.
though.
Idaho using 3 of their ults just to try and
Oh my
secure this first checkpoint.
She's low. There we go. Got him. Okay, is this cap going to happen? It looks like it. I don't think, no one's going to be able to come back in time. And if they are, it'll be a 4v6. Nope, that's a cap. Good effort. Just at the 30-second mark, so not going to have too much time. But, yeah, we need to push forward for Magneto. Oh, my goodness. Wow, you don't see that too often in the 1-star Punisher right there. Just sitting in the back. Oh, just shredding up Magneto.
I know, the Punisher is one of the most satisfying characters to play just because you can get those hit markers back to back, and it's so satisfying.
So easy.
Yeah.
That's the Call of Duty pick right there.
Yeah, it is. The Call of Duty player in me.
Yep.
Okay. Not too
staying
many
alive.
picks happening right now. Everyone's just kind of farming up their
That's
ults.
fine if the payload's still going. Oh, boy,
Oh.
Reed. Whoa.
Getting so aggressive there,
They're
and the
getting a
group
little-
wall is kind of blocked.
Almost
the
they're getting a little
heals.
conky here. Yeah, we need a. That's a good move. Punisher, just stay put. It's probably going to ult here. Let's see. Nope,
You
not
might
quite.
wait for his team to come back.
Oh, that's true. The 2 are down. You are correct.
Very smart on holding on to that ult. I know my co-caster would have popped it, whatever.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know? It's just whatever, man.
Okay, Idaho actually making a good, decent chunk with this progression here on this payload.
Oh, you know what?
And
There we go.
here's
Yep.
the Punisher ult.
I see. They were holding to wait for Ronan to ult. That's a good move. Gets swallowed up by mysticism, though. Good counter ult there. Got 4. Not going to have... Uh-oh, this is going to
He's
suck.
trying
They're
to get
gonna spit
away.
him out.
Oh, and they are not getting off the map, and Jeff
Yeah.
goes down.
I mean,
But
yeah, good move.
I think Idaho can get to this checkpoint, and yes, they do. So they get more time. They have a little less than 3 minutes on the clock.
Good sacrifice, Jeff. Got to the checkpoint.
They also have a new
Oh boy.
spawn point, so now they can really put some pressure here on Wilson, and they just continue to do so. Angela just really wanting this Mr. Fantastic. He wants him gone.
I'm liking the mid game from Idaho. Just know when, you know, the, whatever you call that before all the ults go out. I'm liking it. It's definitely so much more improved from week 1. Uh-oh, watch out for that rocket cannon though over there, because they can definitely see that. It's Caster's ult. Caster's really special there. Ooh, Squirrel Girl over there.
Yeah, Wilson
kinda
is starting to
switching
get
around.
a couple ults online here, so we should be seeing them pretty close. And there's a support ult to counter the Star-Lord ult. Very well timed
Yep, good move.
right there.
And they're all just going to move into it, so that's pretty much just going to cancel
And
out. Good move.
Squirrel Girl and Namor, or not Namor, Jeff ult. Yeah, I was getting confused between those two.
Namor
both
and
watery.
Jeff? Yeah, they would both
Have
be
a
a water
watery
type in
circle.
Pokemon, I guess. That's
Yeah.
that's probably.
Yeah, they're both
Probably.
water types.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh
yeah,
boy,
here's
got cleared
the...
out. There goes Rocket. And yeah, Wilson's gonna have a strong hold on this. This is gonna be tough
Oh,
for Cap
I
with a
didn't
minute 30
even
left.
really recognize that Kindle Wits is on Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl on that chokehold specifically is insane.
Yes.
The acorns just bounce everywhere, and it's hard to not hit the opponents. And Squirrel Girl is one of those heroes that can just do so much damage so fast.
Yep.
And yeah, in the crowded room with Squirrel Girl.
Oh, got a little aggressive
great
though. 2 down from the Idaho
stun
side.
corn.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Fantastic
goodness,
really
yeah.
getting aggressive up in here, trying to pick
Working
off
it.
any of the Idaho Vandals that he can find.
That's what he can do. Oh, good ult. Not too much damage being received, though. That in part due to the support counter ult. Man, those are popping out at the right time. It's like they always have those.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job on
going on
holding on to them and waiting to use them to counteract a duelist ult. Very good job from Wilson, but Idaho has 30 seconds remaining in this round to try and make one final push happen. But if they all start dying here, they're going to get staggered.
Wait a minute here. Oh, okay. That's going to ult. I don't know about that. There wasn't an ult in place. That's not the best move. Sue does pop ult as well, Nikos. Just to try and get this payload, I guess they're going to put it all into here in the OT.
And they
Wilson
are
only
on
has one
point
ult, though.
here.
Yep.
Okay.
Pops it now.
That support ult going to do a good job at keeping them alive. Idaho doesn't have a
Oh,
support
they're
ult.
getting it all out.
Okay,
This
they
is
got
gonna
a
be
Jeff
tough.
ult.
One Jeff ult.
Is there any Idahos on
Yeah,
point?
Wilson will take this. They have 2 ults, and that's going to be about it. No one in time. It's a 2v5. Good hold there from Wilson. They were in a bit of trouble there for a second, but they'll take it. A score or 2, though, from Idaho, so it's not impossible at all.
Every time we see Idaho play this map, they always get to around that same part on
Yeah.
offense,
And
and
they
then
just can't
on
finish it off.
and then on defense, this is where they tend to struggle. They haven't really had many defensive stops at all on defense. And this is the same map that has been causing them problems on this defender side, so I would hope that they would have worked out a strategy, since it's been one of their biggest weak points as a team.
Yeah, I think if you want to see with this triple support's a great idea, but you kind of got a guerrilla warfare, right? With your damagers, which PC Bad isn't on Strange isn't really one. Can do damage with Strange, but not too much. I feel like I don't know, you kind of want to have just guerrilla warfare strategy. Yeah, Thor. That's a great pick right there. I like Thor on defense. Maybe it's not the meta, but I like just being able to distract the offensive team as opposed to kind of just sitting back, right? Because if you sit back on defense, they're just going to continue to take. So we'll see what happens.
True, always having a bit of pressure always helps, no matter what side you are on.
This is true, but as opposed to, just double shields, which is not a good idea on defense. I mean, you can make it work, but not the greatest. And obviously Penny's banned, so that's not going to happen. That's probably a good thing though, seeing the other team's stats.
3, 2,
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. So the triple support, they're all main healers too. So in theory, you'll definitely have enough healing output. The issue is going to be damage here. We'll see.
Yeah, and Wanda was banned last map, not banned this map, so we will see that Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch combination, which could be a good thing for Idaho to do some damage, but Scarlet Witch as the lone damage dealer is pretty risky, I would say.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how it works out.
We'll see how long PC6 on the Strange. Doing okay with it. That, okay. Are you aware of the Thor rebuild? I think. Throw that hammer out when you have him. Yeah, so Thor got rebuilt, if you aren't aware, from Season 1. They completely rebuilt his character. They pretty much channeled his entire kit into his F ability. I forget exactly what he calls it. The Thunder Ray thing.
Yeah.
I think that
everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They also made his Thor energy a lot easier to get, and they turned that the throw into a damage thing. And now it's a regular cooldown, so you don't have to expend any Thor energy for it. And if you throw it right, you actually get Thor energy back, so it's way easier to get Thor power. He just has less survivability now. Honestly, the community hates the rebuild. I like it. Like, fight me, but I like the rebuild.
Oh, standing on business.
Yep. I like his retool.
I've never touched Thor, and I'm a Vanguard, man.
Oh, you should.
Just
Thor's
didn't really
so fun.
shine to me. I've never been a big Thor guy.
Thor's
Besides
so
Ragnarok.
fun.
Thor
Try him.
Ragnarok. And then that with Stormbreaker, though.
I was always a Loki guy as far as the actual movies go, but Thor's a fun character to play.
Yeah, this first checkpoint is going to get captured from Wilson
Oh my
while
goodness,
we were
Ron
on
is
our
shredded.
tangent.
There goes Rocket. Come on, Squirrel. Just got a okay, good heal though. Stayed alive.
Yeah, ever since they changed Squirrel Girl's ult to where the squirrels like follow you, that was so evil.
Yes.
That was so evil, but I also love it.
Yes.
I love it a lot. All right, Wilson making a good push, starting to get closer to the second checkpoint.
I like Wanda holding this ult. Okay, good move there.
Oh, yeah, and that
Res,
poor
though,
ult was just
mysticism.
a little
Didn't
too
get anything.
late.
That was a crucial miss from Jeff.
So many ults are
Mysticism,
happening
yeah.
from both teams. Scarlet
We got
finding
one
one
there.
with her ult.
Oh,
It is
boy.
a scramble on
3 ults from
site.
Idaho.
Doctor Strange very
staying
low
alive.
on health.
We need pockets here from these 3 healers.
Okay, that rocket ult is going to get DPS right on down, but did its job in
Yeah,
saving the Doctor
boy.
Strange. Idaho trying
Staying
to make
alive.
something happen with this Thor
Not the
ult.
melee.
Magneto so low. Vandal's really looking for just a certain pick here just to stop this momentum that Wilson has. And no one is going down. Everyone is just staying alive. Mr. Fantastic just bashing.
Oh my goodness, 2 gets 3 from Wanda. Let's see. No, staying alive from the pocket. Good idea. Now going for the supports. You love to see that.
Wilson recaptured a point and it is getting closer to that second checkpoint.
That's just
yeah, it
about
did
Rocket.
hit it.
Looks like Rocket doesn't have his jump cooldown. Nope. Oh, he does.
And they
Get outta
only
there.
need a few more meters until they beat Idaho on attacker side.
Yeah.
And indeed they do with the series score 2-0 overall.
Well, that was a good hold from Idaho, and then the ults started coming out. We've been talking about this all year, or all semester, I guess. It's not quite been a year. But that has just been the problem so far. The ults are just either missing, right? You saw Mysticism on Jeff just kind of whiff on that. Well, they aren't getting as much value as opposed to Wilson. Perfectly timed, Groot ult into the Invisible Woman ult, which is just trouble, so you can just not get out of that. DPS can pick that up easily. I mean, just great strategies all around from Wilson's side. But that was a decent hold, right? I'm liking the mid-game with no ults are getting better. But the ults need to happen if Idaho wants any success in this ECAC league.
Yeah, and talking about Wilson here, their ult game was insane. You called it out a couple times in the match. Wilson was purposely holding on to these support ults in order to counter the duelist ult from the Vandals, and it really shut down all the damage Vandals really had because Wilson knew that's where they were going to get picked off or die, so the support ults kept them alive. Doing a good job right there. Some great timing with the ults.
Yeah, on first hand, it seemed like it, not one engagement. It seemed like it was just absolutely crazy that nobody was going down. But no, supports were doing their jobs. They were going like full pocket there.
Yeah.
And then you had those support ults throughout that entire encounter. So you're wondering why they don't go down. Well, you haven't. The supports are still alive and they're doing their jobs perfectly, and that's kind of what you see out of supports.
Okay. I thought you were going to say a different name there. Something that rhymes
And
with
that is
free
sorta what-
homes.
That is sort of what you see out of Luna Snow. we didn't the band, of course, but
Some great healing right here.
now that's a heck of a play there by Cloak and Dagger, popping the ult, and of course Sue also doing great jobs here. We can see why this Wilson team is so good. Those ults, I don't think like pretty much every ult was an absolutely perfect time to pop those. Like every time, it was just great timing, and I don't know. Idaho's gonna have to figure out a counter fast if they want this tough opponent.
Yeah,
any sort of resistance.
I don't know if they should keep, because every week they do the same thing where they always ban like the same 2 heroes for all the matches. I would like to see them adapt to some of the bans here. Maybe keep banning that Penny Parker if you're really that scared of Penny Parker into your team comp, but
I think that it was like I mean, not with 4 there, but I feel like you can have the comp to counter Penny there. Penny's good, but I don't know. On domination, I mean, this Penny must be just absolutely insane. Because, I mean, this is going to be a domination map, so if they still ban Penny, I guess it is kind of true that if you do give up the capture, that Penny can hold it for the entire round, but, you know, the entire sub-map. But, I don't know, it's interesting. I guess would have been nice to look at some tape to see how crazy this Penny is, apparently, but I'm not sure. The other thought is that maybe Ronan, who's getting banned from Penny, pre-selects Penny, maybe he's a one-trick, but doesn't look like it. I mean, even in maps there, hey, 2-0 in Iron Man, that's pretty impressive. You know, I mean, you can't really be a one-trick in Diamond, so I'm not sure what the strat is there.
That Diamond is the place to be a one-trick.
I mean, if you're a really good one-trick, yeah, but if you want to be a good Diamond player, you know what I mean, you know. I guess you could theoretically make it to Diamond. Every argument against one-trick was invalidated when that one guy on TikTok got the Grandmaster with Rocket. Now I can just never talk about now I can just...
Oh, I think one-tricking is amazing, and if I had the mental capacity to play the same character over and over and over again, the same one, same ability, same buttons, I mean, I'm sure I would be pretty good too. But
I just don't want to insta lock an Iron Man every time. You know, I've been playing a little bit of
I
Iron
like
Man.
diversity.
You know, I gotta diversify. I gotta play DPS for once in my life. So, and I've been playing a bit of Iron Man. He's fun. I just don't like not being able to heal anyone. You know, it just like takes away from the gameplay.
You're just such a good person when you can't heal someone.
Yeah,
and instead you have to damage someone.
Yeah, also supports are always blamed, right? So, you know, DPSs are never blamed. So it's this nice feeling of power when I can say GG no heals on Iron Man, you know? Especially, you know, when I'm way up in the air and my supports have to look up at me to heal me. You know, it's great when I can say GG no heals because I refuse to get to the med pack.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Definitely talking about me
it does
here.
feel good to be that DPS. It's a curse for all DPS. We just don't get enough healing. Like it's absurd. We don't get healed enough. Okay, healers, please target the DPS.
Exactly, and I mean
they need you.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like, and the tanks never push up, right?
The tanks do nothing, dude.
Why can't
all the duelists?
Why doesn't my rocket look up, take 5 seconds to look up in the sky and heal me?
And why does it only have to be 5? Why can't it be 10 seconds? He's
insane,
looking up like,
I mean,
come
on. I'm right in the middle of the enemy. You need to pocket me.
Yes, come on. I'm literally only like 50 meters away fighting a 1v1 in a corridor.
Oh my goodness, the amount of times I've seen somebody say no heals right next to a health pack. It's crazy. If I had the mental capacity to like correct everyone's gameplay down in bronze, because I'm in the bronze grind right now.
Just coaching everyone up there with
like,
you.
Yeah, it's like I had a Namor go like no heals. Like I pulled up his replay and I saw he had a med pack right before he commented that. He just missed it. It's like those are there for a reason, guys. It's interesting. Whenever I've played DPS, I find myself never blaming the heals. It's not because like I don't think there are any. I mean, sometimes there are, but right, I have the ability to get out of combat.
I usually like blame myself.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
could have.
That's how you become a better player. Exactly. It's just you adjusting your own game, right? Because here's the fun part about competitive in any game, right? Is that sure, your teammates, they're 5 idiots, right? In bronze and silver and gold, whatever you want to call that. But the great thing about comp is that the enemy is 6 idiots. So if you're not an idiot, your team has an advantage.
Oh my gosh.
It's great how that works, isn't it?
Usually my enemies are like 6 like Albert Einsteins though. It seems like.
Yeah, it is true that the most recent ones, because like late in the season, comp is just not fun. But late in the season, I find like straight like 4 stacks in bronze, and it's just like, okay, why am I even like this is crazy.
I am super excited for these placement matches though. I
Yeah,
might
this'll
have
be
to
fun.
go back on the comp grind.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna comp grind. We'll see. I honestly might even be placing like silver or something. 'Cause it's just hard to win as support.
Emma Frost getting the first ban hammer
Like
again.
usual. Oh, they're
and
gonna
that
save
Penny
Daredevil. Oh
Parker.
no.
Okay, we'll see some Daredevil action. I like to see that. I don't think Daredevil was gonna get banned, but I mean, if they want to play Daredevil that bad, sure.
And we do see a penny ban, so they're just gonna go all in on the retake of the point.
Yeah, Kindlewitz as that Squirrel Girl,
Say
at
Jeff,
least
sure.
as of right now.
Kinda
Kindlewitz having a double MVP performance so far. Let's see if he can maybe get a three-peat. in
Definitely.
MVP.
Well, only Grandmaster in the lobby, so you kind of expect that. Couple diamonds though on the Wilson side.
Okay, Luna
No.
Snow getting banned once
Come on.
again.
I want to see this.
So
Lord
it's like
Luna.
the same bans every game for Idaho besides
Yeah,
this
just
last ban.
Not really too much adaptability on the ban side. I mean, I suppose so. You're banning the right people, but I don't know. I guess you're trying to take away weapons. That is kind of the point of bans, right?
Yeah.
We always talk about it when it's on the actual screen, but bans aren't going to win you or lose you
Okay,
a match. most of
Scarlet
the
Witch
time.
getting banned is kind of surprised me. It didn't
Okay.
seem like Scarlet Witch got too much value that last map.
Definitely. Although I mean, it's Scarlet Witch. Okay.
Yeah, it's to
Wanda,
stop
all right.
that team up ability.
This is true. This is true. And then the save on Magneto, so that Wanda Magneto team up's not going to happen. That is a team up. It's like useless, but it is kind of cool.
Wait, is that the sword?
That's the sword one that can
I-
launch a projectile.
Oh, I thought they changed that out for the Doctor Strange one, or did
they
they
might
just
have.
keep
You know what? They
both?
might have. They might have. This
Yeah.
is true.
I always get confused.
Yeah, I haven't
'cause
looked
they
at the team notes.
switch up the team.
I haven't looked up in the team ups in a minute, so that might be true. They might have gotten rid of that. I do recall not having done that in a while. I don't know. I should do a better job of paying attention to my team ups. I never use them. Okay, all right. Hawkeye gone. Sure, why not? I mean, I understand it, especially on domination. That's a good idea. And then Namor ban. So are they gonna go fly? They are. Yep, with Storm and Fluffy. Star-Lord's kind of a fly.
Okay, and Wilson
Maybe
really
Angela.
doesn't have anything against flyers right now. Squirrel Girl is I mean, if you can kill flyers as Squirrel Girl consistently, I applaud you. But it's definitely
Yeah,
a
they're
hard
not-
task.
They're not scared at all about any flyer.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Black Widow might be the character
I think
to do it.
Oh no, I think I have my clip for tonight. This is gonna go hard. If you ever see a Black Widow in a comp lobby, or honestly just at all, you know that they're just gonna absolutely destroy you.
I know it's the worst character in the game, but if
If they
someone's
actually
bold
pick
enough
it, right?
to play it, you're like, oh no.
Yeah, the absolute worst character in the game. But if they actually pick it, every time you're just about to get absolutely stomped. And to be fair, Black Widow does still have value. There's not a single bad hero in this game, honestly, except for Iron Fist. But other than that, Black Widow can still get value. Not honestly, you're never gonna see Black Widow in an actual, serious. You're not gonna see Black Widow in Ignite, but you can
Yeah.
you can get the Grandmaster with Black Widow if you're
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
a total
for sure.
aimbotter, not even on the right crosshair. Oh my goodness, this is gonna go crazy.
There's a couple cracked
Yeah.
Black Widow YouTubers.
Absolutely.
If you watch his montages, I highly suggest it. It's
If you
honestly
can
the
pull
most
her off.
satisfying gameplay ever.
And Captain America, oh my goodness, this could be over quick.
Oh, it's Star-Lord. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Get
Star-Lord's already
fine-tuned.
down, getting targeted. Is Jeff? Oh boy. Okay, not too. Okay, kind of sticking on it. They actually do want to go for the cap here. PC Bat's pretty much in front there. Groot just targeting Groot. You know he's gonna get pocketed.
Yeah, they gotta
Right on that
try
point
and
there.
work on that back line. The Captain
Okay,
America
nice.
doing a good job of
Two
getting
down.
back lines of
It's a
Wilson,
4v6
but goes
in favor
down.
of Idaho. And Ronan could go down quickly soon here too.
Yeah, especially with that Doctor Strange
nice.
shield to block the support utility. I think that
strategies,
blocks
man.
like some of the healing, not
all of it, but a good
yeah.
amount of it. That was a decent little idea there. Oh, Daredevil's sneaking around. Idaho does have cap here, and yeah, Kindlewitz got a little cocky. Goes right to Psylocke after that. Man, I wanted to see Black
Maybe
Widow.
Widow wasn't the play there.
This general map, not this like sub map, but this general map is good for Black Widow, especially the one with the the balcony overhanging the point.
PC Bats is already farmed up to his ultimate. Wilson having a lot of ultimates of their own as well. A couple of them are probably going to get popped pretty fast here. It all depends on who's going to pop what first. Big G getting
Sitting
a
on the
revive
rocket.
on Doctor Strange.
Nice.
Mysticism only gets one
Only
on
one.
Captain America.
Taken down two. Especially, man.
Oh, but
Uh-oh.
Wilson's Jeff gets three.
Kindlewitz.
Absolutely, Jeff ult difference. Toxic Ray just flanking
great
on the
move.
side. I'm
Oh.
not
Oh,
sure
my goodness.
about
I got your back.
that. The stall wouldn't have really helped that much, and they already captured points. So
And two ults, including a support ult. So 3 on the other side, though. So I imagine Idaho's going to... Oh, okay. They're not going to wait at all. Going straight ahead, and Wilson's meeting them. Good idea. They do have the ult advantage, so if they can take advantage of that. Now 4 to only 2 on Wilson's side.
yeah, I was about to say, I'm surprised I'm not seeing many
I'm not
Groot
seeing a
walls to
single
try
one,
and
yeah.
count, or like
There it goes. Okay. Oh, yeah, but
What?
Strange was ready for it. Got it blocked. Invisible Woman as well. They've thrown that combo out with the Groot and then Invisible Woman support ult. Still holding on to him. Okay, Storm goes. Good idea. Kind of get that cap there. Gonna go
going
for
for
Jeff
this
first.
Jeff in the back.
Oh,
All
good
right,
move.
dude,
Oh,
I
good
love
move. Look at
Storm's
this.
ult so much, but yeah, good
Although
support
Invisible
ult
Woman,
to.
that wasn't placed correctly. Gotta get in there. Gotta get in there. That was too far into the point.
Yeah, Idaho has to push on the site after that, just make a little bit of space. It's Captain America.
Oh, there he
holding
goes.
them back.
Okay, 3 are out right now on Idaho's side.
Oh,
Cap Dust has ult. Might honestly
Gator's
can't
getting
cancel it out.
lasered from a Star Wars ult, but he uses his ult to survive it. Great Captain America ult to
Great ult, yes.
help Wilson survive. They were down on numbers for so long, still are. 2 more going down. Kindlewitz finding one with the ult in the back lines right there. And Wilson still has a hold of this
Strange?
point. It's all the way in the 90%
So just need
here.
to get Psylocke. Oh yeah, that Grandmaster's managing a 1v6. Oh my goodness.
Man, there were so many ults. It's ult city. And, oh, the capture
That was the
point
map,
went
man.
away because I think
Nobody
Mysticism was
went
in
on
the
the
ult. Yeah,
cap,
no one was
man.
on the point. Yeah,
Dude,
Idaho.
Did we just see? Oh my goodness! Did we just see Kindle clutch a 1v6 stall? Oh my god!
What's that, 1v6?
I think that was a 1v6. Like for a
I
minute there, the
think-
teammates joined, but
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
were just like doing like 1 and 2 stalls. And
Ah.
Idaho just,
it worked.
yeah.
Oh my goodness! That great. I mean, great strategy. I mean, not really, but I mean, when you consider the circumstances, that's a great idea. To just stall with Psylocke of all, you're not exactly a tank or anything. Just yeah, I mean, great move. Also, got to talk about that Captain America ult. I mean, can sneakily, if used right, can sneakily be one of the better ults in the game. That's another support ult, you know. That's
Yeah.
a support tank ult.
Yeah,
right?
there's your support tank right there.
There's your support. Yeah, Captain America, absolutely. I think Captain America's like kid is like the best to their actual lore, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense
Yes.
for him. But Idaho was getting a lot of crucial kills there and a lot of like first bloods, but just not getting onto site there because good job from Captain America on just making them stall for a bit, waiting for
Oh boy,
their
luckily right into
teammates.
a 1v4. Oh boy, yeah, shield up for a second, get out of there. Probably didn't notice that, but all right, staying alive for a bit. I like this pocketing from the other Jeff as well. On the Wilson side, and yeah, PC's got to watch.
Point
Out.
is going to get contested here, so no one's going to be capturing it until all of the dust settles. Gator Gaming getting one of Fluffy Dino.
Oh.
Daredevil finding one of his own.
Good support ult for a minute, but I mean, Hagamoto goes out, not much doing. Mysticism goes down. That was a waste of an ult there. And that's just, we're seeing that a lot. There goes Sue and another finishing it up as well.
Oh, and Kindlewitz is on a different duelist, just really showing everything in the back. Yeah, already had a Bucky ult as well.
Oh
by
my
the way.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What a hit!
Nasty hook right there.
I mean, I know that's not that impressive, but oh my god, that was disgusting. Oh my!
It always is satisfying when you land those.
Yeah, usually you see DPS and everyone really switching off when they're not doing well, but no, Kindle's just stunting. This is great. Toxic Ray gonna storm ult, do a little
great
bit.
reaction time with that support ult.
Great move, great move.
Wilson continues to have very well-timed support ults. It's what is helping them win all of these games. Fluffy Dino gets one pick, but can't really make anything else out of it. 3 of Idaho goes down, and they're just going to have to wait till they respawn back to try and attempt a team fight once
It's
again.
only 50. Oh, they'll go strange portal. Okay.
Where is this going to
Interesting. It's
end
gonna.
up?
Oh no! Oh, right
from
on there. You gotta put it
okay,
up,
yeah,
right?
up top.
Okay,
I
yeah,
like
good.
up top there.
Yeah, you want up top there, so you can go heal from home. Good move.
Oh,
is it gonna pay off though?
it's,
Every strange portal is just not quite worked out though. Yeah, you see
No,
them
it hasn't,
moving.
especially with Captain America just here
He
blocking
and
the
Cat,
way.
man. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect movement there. Responding to
Oh
that
my
perfectly.
god, that must be so annoying for Idaho. Oh
that was
man,
that was amazing.
completely
Yep.
stalled out the whole portal, and now Idaho has to kind of rush onto site here, and half their team is in spawn, half their team's on point, but Fluffy Dino with the Star Wars ult plus the Rocket ult combo
Good idea.
absolutely obliterates everyone on the side of Wilson. And
Nice.
Idaho has some life in this matchup, but can't afford to lose a point a single time starting now.
Nope, it's at 97. You're going to be screwed, especially if that's the end of a team fight. That was a great move, though. We're liking those combos out of this Idaho team.
Yeah, the only unfortunate side is now they won't have a ton of ults here, but Wilson honestly doesn't have the most
Nakos is
ults
about to
either.
get, so they'll get a support ult here. This is doable. Uh-oh. Watch Bucky here. Has ult as well.
Oh, man.
Oh, this will be
Great
crazy.
aim
Oh, here he
as
goes.
well.
No! Auto camera. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Get back to him.
Okay,
Oh, good counter.
support
Good counter.
ult
Yes, good support
to
counter
keep
ult.
them alive here. Idaho's last stands
Nice.
on point, and they're getting
They're staying on point. So Bucky did kind of get a little over aggressive there. That could have been. He's kind of going for clips right now, and you got to be careful there. Oh, Cap. Oh, look at how quickly they're able to regroup, though. I mean, this is an odd member matchup right here.
but
They're just staying alive.
yeah, Idaho's doing a good job at staggering them. They're getting a kill here and there every once in a while, and Wilson has to try and regroup as a team. It
Nice.
seems like they have, but once they do, PC Bats gets another there, and it seems like Wilson the past couple of fights has been down in a number advantage, and that's been working out massive for Idaho here. Captain America getting in the back lines, has
will be trouble.
ult, but he's the only one there.
Waiting out. Yep, waiting out back to his team. Good move.
Yeah.
Jeff is gonna. Oh,
survivability
get out of
off
there.
of him.
Only got one, so good move to get out of that. Uh-oh,
And
can he
Jeff
go down?
could go down as well. The shot's not really landing.
Not quite. Let's see.
For
This is
Idaho.
a
It's a
1v1 support. 1v1. No, come on. The auto camo. What
Oh,
are you doing?
mysticism gets
To the
Jeff.
ult. It did happen. I guess that was because it was an ult, but still. Oh, come on. I want to see the 1v1 support.
Okay, it's
Oh!
overtime.
Oh, my goodness.
And Idaho is winning the team fight.
Idaho's got it. There's only 2
Four
left.
of them are down.
It's
Make
2
it
supports.
5.
Okay, it's just as Jeff left. Probably just retreated back. Okay, can they last it? They can. Idaho takes a map
We take a capture
off
point.
of the 5-0 Wilson Phoenixes. And they're going to go for another one.
Idaho not giving up just yet, continuing the
And
fight
they're
here.
playing it. That was the best we have seen Idaho all year. You saw that support combo. You saw the support 1v1 back in the back there. That was good to get Jeff out of there. I mean, that was just a great round. And it's not like Wilson was just okay. Wilson was kind of flopping a little bit. Kindle was Kindle was going for clips. But I mean, Cap was playing great, especially on that portal. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cap was playing very good,
Right.
and I'm surprised to not see him again.
Yeah, it'll go. Let's see. That's,
That portal play was actually kind of crazy.
that was
from him.
crazy. I'm gonna clip that. That was great. I mean, it's just an example. It didn't look too flashy, right? But that totally stalled Idaho's momentum. It's actually pretty impressive they managed to win the round. They got to keep it up though. That's just one map, and they're down 2 in this series.
They were down 0-97 on that capture
Yeah, that was a
point,
great
and they
comeback.
did a 100-0 comeback right there. Love to see it. Gotta feel good if you're an Idaho fan right now and playing on the team. We'll have to see if they continue this. Okay, that Moon Knight ult doing a ton of damage, but not to like any of the squishies. Fluffy Dino gets a pick. Is going to
goodness,
get
Kendall.
revived.
Oh, Kendall got out of there in time.
Vanguards just punching each other to heck on sight here.
There he goes. Oh,
Nikos
great
with
counter
a
there.
portal.
Although that was exactly on point. Kindle got shielded, had to get shielded by Magneto and gets out. I mean, is it Kindle or is it Idaho focusing on Kindle? Because he's down, he's the first one out in this map.
Yeah, Idaho seems to have figured out something. Something has definitely changed between this map and map number 1,
nice.
but Gator Gaming does stuff out Fluffy Dino. That was another Moon Knight ult already used. Moon Knight has some
good.
crazy ults. Gator got a lot, and yeah, that is almost a full team wipe for Wilson right there, stopping Idaho's momentum a little bit. Oh man,
That was
poor
brutal.
Moon Knight.
My
Oh,
God.
his body just
brutal.
slowly going down.
This game's
Oh,
ready to
man.
team. My God.
That's
That's like Saving Private Ryan right there.
Gosh, I might have to hold a funeral for him. That was so sad.
Strange portal they aren't watching. Let's see if Sue pops this. Oh, nice. Although, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Support
support
ult.
ult
Support
from-
ult's going out. This is going to be a whole lot of no damage for a second here.
A whole lot of no damage, but Ronan finds one.
There's one.
Even with these support ults
Stand
down.
alive. Both goes out. So here we go. Here's the actual fight. Now you can
Gator
play the game.
Gaming getting more. He is popping off this
Oh
round.
my
He continues this.
With Magneto.
And he is feeling
Oh,
himself
he's
right
getting
now.
everyone.
He's
Oh my
continue-
God.
He wants an ace.
It's a 3v. God, this is an execution.
Kindlewitz getting the final 2 right there as Punisher. And
Oh my goodness.
you can see why Wilson has been keeping this Magneto every
Yep.
map so far.
That
Gator
was-
just absolutely landing every shot possible.
That
Doing
was-
the most damage possible.
That was what you want out of your tanks, right? You saw Magneto was pushing it, and then the DPS followed. That's perfect team shooter right there.
All right, Idaho working their way on this left side, going for this high ground. We've seen this a couple times so far this series.
Uh-oh.
Another Moon Knight ult. He hasn't been finding too much value with these Moon Knight ults, even though he's been finding the quantity. Not so much the quality here.
Uh-oh.
Gator getting
Get out of it.
another
Get out of
one.
there.
When in doubt, Gator will get his one. Big G with a support ult to try and keep
great
them all
counter support.
alive.
They got a cap, though. It's at 95. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Gotta get onto that point. Idaho just
That's a
all
save
falling
move.
down.
Brutes. Yeah, they're getting everyone. I think Sue should have ignored the... I mean, you did it to get out of the... Uh-oh, here we... Uh-oh, can that do something? Not
Did
really,
that
didn't
get
get
canceled
anyone.
out? I think that got canceled
Yes.
out somehow. Man, PC Bat's really trying his
One
best
more.
on site.
Noah's getting healed.
Oh,
PC
the
Bat needs to stay alive.
healing
Has
right
one.
now.
Not quite. That'll
Great support
go to
from Wilson. Can any Idahoans get onto point here?
Rocket's still there.
Rocket's here to try and stall.
Oh, there goes Rocket, and that'll
goes
do it.
down. And that's going to be the series for Wilson here, continuing their playoff dreams.
Well, they're in the playoffs. Definitely already in.
Yeah, and Idaho, unfortunately, with another loss, but we did get a capture point.
Another capture. We're making progress. We're making progress.
Yes. Okay, no triple
little-
MVP for Kindlewitz right there.
That was a good effort again. That was the top team in the league. So, and to get a map off of them, that wasn't happening in week 1, right? You know, against Michigan Flint. Now, to be fair, Flint is one of the worst teams in this league, but it'll be a battle next week against West Virginia Wesleyan. That is the winnable match. I believe they are also completely defeated. So we'll see how that goes. We invite you to tune into that. That'll be a good one, regardless of skill, because the skill's even, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
yes. Hopefully, it's
yeah.
what we assume. And
Here's the hope, yeah.
Idaho looking for their first win of the season on the last week.
Yep. But I liked it. I'm liking the strategies. I'm liking the execution a lot better. But there were a lot of missed ults, and a lot of it did have to go on Wilson's. They were kind of whiffing on ults a lot there in that map too. So if you can take advantage of those mistakes, obviously you're gonna have a great time. But yeah, here's this first map where just everyone was going perfectly on Wilson's side.
Besides in this clip where it's
Except
not
for in that clip, yep.
where working on there's like the one
Idaho's
team
highlights.
kill. Yeah,
there's Kindle, which is going off.
Yeah, the Hawkeye was
The Hawkeye
just
ult, yep.
straight up banned the next 2 games because of how well he played Hawkeye.
Aim is
And
crazy.
I think Hawkeye definitely was the best hero from Kindlewitz, especially from how fast that map number 1 was with the value he found as Hawkeye. Just a crazy gamer that guy is. Mysticism, not finding too much value with the Jeff ults, getting a couple here and there, but for the most part, out of your first saved option, you want to see a little more value with that ultimate being popped.
Yep, that was kind of the issue there. I think Kindlewitz was definitely trying to stun, which, I mean, to be fair, but, I mean, Idaho did a great advantage of taking advantage of that, and that was where they were able to get that map on OT. A great team fight there to end it on Idaho's side as well, so, it wasn't just one person being off, but, I mean, it's a great effort from Idaho regardless. This is a proud performance to be part of. Here's the fun part about, oh my goodness, Grandmaster Kindle there. Hawkeye is sitting like middle of the heroes, so he doesn't use Hawkeye very often.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's great.
Okay, well, what's his most used?
Rocket.
Oh,
Support
Rocket.
main, yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's
probably because no one plays duelists for
that, and
him.
Yeah, that's because it's a meta pick. Yeah, absolutely, in Grandmaster. That's going off of ranked. It's a completely different type of gameplay here in ECAC when you have like an actual team that will actually not all insta-lock Iron Man and insta-lock Spider-Man like it does in ranked. So you get a lot more performance there. But anyway, I liked the improvement from this Idaho team. I definitely did. To get that one map. Now we just need to see that be consistent, right? Because when Idaho plays at their best, they can compete. As we saw, this is the best team in this ECAC division, right? Then they can compete when they're absolutely at their best and they're working as a cohesive unit. We saw it pretty much every time. The Sue Invincible Woman ult was canceling out the DPS ults, and that's what you like to see, right? As opposed to just panic popping them up, right? Which, to be fair, I need to do a better job at that. But, the team's doing a lot better job at that, right?
Yeah, the counter support ults were very nice from Idaho. There was one instance where Gru ulted and the ult was just a little bit behind to save that teammate. Some would say the ult was a bit like lagging behind. Yeah. But if you guys don't want to lag behind, I would go to ziplyfiber.com/students for some insanely cheap plans for fiber optic, super fast internet for your 8-hour gaming sessions.
Absolutely. Speaking of 8-hour gaming sessions, there's a good chance I just flopped my Japanese test this morning. Had I drank some Monster Energy, I probably would have not flopped it because I would have had the energy to go and execute in that test. If my mom is watching this, which she definitely is, that was a joke. I got like a 90% on it.
Because you had Monster,
because I had
right?
Monster Energy,
yeah,
right?
Because
exactly.
you had
Absolutely.
Monster Energy.
Great stuff going out there. As always, we appreciate the sponsors for both Ziply and Monster. We appreciate them very much.
Yeah, and that will be all for this ECAC Week 6 of the Marvel Rivals League. Tomorrow we got some Rocket League, and we also have Overwatch stream later on in the evening. But for the most part, Vandals are 0-6 on the season, looking for our first win next Wednesday against an opponent that we believe we might have a shot against. So
yep, we appreciate you. Stick with us for one more week, and you might be able to see the first win from this inaugural Marvel Rivals team that has appeared on this University of Idaho campus. It is a winnable game against West Virginia Wesleyan, but from us now and all of us in the booth and the broadcast team and those guys over there, thank you very much. I've been Undrafted, and this has been
Bradical.
And we will see you in the next one.
Peace.